I've heard people say, I've prayed and I prayed, but I still haven't received healing. And sometimes that is a common thing that happens. But, honestly, I think it's more God saying, okay, what are you going to do if I don't give you this?
What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
Welcome back. We get him today.
We got him back.
I'm so happy. Work is interesting, but I'm so happy we get to have him today. We're going to be, instead of doing Job this time, we are going to go into God's healing, which it's brought on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But before we do that,
you
know what else we got this week?
What do we got this week?
What did you send me last night?
Oh, yes.
We finally got it.
Tyler did a front flip, snowboarding. He actually did one.
He did it.
Oh, I did see that.
He actually did one. So, here's his redemption.
Here's the redemption from a couple weeks ago.
Right there.
Yes! Oh, yes! Yes!
Anyways, that was funny. I thought it was pretty funny. It was cool, but it was
he did it, but kind of fell after.
Yeah, he fell after. He was excited making it though.
Oh yeah.
So, good job, Ty. You got yourself some redemption, but I totally thought you weren't gonna do that. So
I was not expecting the video yesterday when I got the text.
Yeah, no, that was funny. I was gonna say, if you don't know, watch a couple videos ago with Tyler.
The first one with Tyler in it.
He said that he would do a backflip when me and him went snowboarding with my family. That did not happen. So he had to redeem himself. So that was pretty funny. Didn't happen. But now fully getting into this, I kind of want to have you start just because you haven't been here and just go through some points you have because I missed you, bro.
Okay. I'll start off with a
Miss your
question,
wisdom.
That's fine.
Does God still heal or perform miracles in today's society?
Yeah, that's good. Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Short answer, yes. Long answer, of course he does. And I am the living proof of that. I'm pretty sure all three of us are. I think everybody is a living proof of a miracle because life in general is a gift. Like, there's a reason you're alive right now. There's a purpose. God has a plan for you. And so that alone is good enough for me. But we've talked about our testimonies, and especially when it comes to yours and mine specifically, again, all three of us have such all three categories of testimonies. It's wonderful. But with ours, some miracle happened. And for you, it was a physical miracle. And for me, it was a mental miracle because I was struggling inside, and you had problems on the outside, and God showed up. And so if you're like, how come he hasn't done it for me? That's a good question. It's not that he doesn't. It's not that he doesn't want to. It's not that he's distant from you. He's close. It's one, his timing, and two, keep pressing in. Don't give up. Keep praying. Keep asking.
Yeah. It's one of the other things I had written down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's good. What other stuff you got on there?
Well, I'll just tie it into that since we're kind of already talking about it.
Tie it
It's one of those things where it's like, I've heard people say, I've prayed and I prayed, but I still haven't received healing. And sometimes that is a common thing that happens. But, honestly, I think it's more God saying, okay, what are you going to do if I don't give you this? Are you going to give me up? Or are you going to stop believing? Or are you going to press in more?
Yeah. A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of the times, sometimes there's a person that's in the same boat as you. They're about ready to give up. They come to church, but they see you pressing into them when you still haven't received it.
Yeah.
Like, they're watching you press in more and more and more, just trying to receive it, while they're just kind of backing off more and more. It's kind of one of those things where it's just going to highlight it.
Yeah. And a lot of people choose the victim mentality of, Jesus, God doesn't love me because he hasn't fixed this thing. He does still love you, and he has a plan for that thing, whether it's to show it to someone else in the same boat, that you can still be strong, you can still live life, love God, and still have this thing, whether it's physical or anything like that. And sometimes it's just timing, like you said.
Yeah.
He wants to heal at a certain time to show someone else.
Yeah, I really do think, and now understand, for the most part, because I don't think I'll ever fully understand this yet, because our brains, I don't think, can comprehend that legitimately, is how good God is when it comes to that. Because we're like, you are our mobile Amazon, please, right now.
Yeah.
And God sometimes does it in the immediate. He goes, okay. Or he goes, wait, trust me. And then that's that step you have to take to, do I trust you or do I not? And so when I said, yes, I'll trust you, with enormous amount of time, because I had to keep coming back and say, I still trust you. I still trust you, even though the doubt comes. I still trust you. And it will eventually come to pass. My first prayer took years because I was like, Lord, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? Almost gave up fully. Like, almost ended. I was on the route to end my life fully, to fully give up to the max. And God stepped in. Years of me struggling and starting to give up. And he steps in and goes, no, you are my son. That's who you are. And that was my first bit of who I was supposed to be. And so, like, again, it comes in pieces for me specifically. Like, you are my son. That's where it started. And then it became, you are what your name means, which is leader and stuff like that. I was like, okay, so now what? And he's like, eventually, again, this is all spaced out with a bunch of time. But then it's, okay, lead at youth group. Oh, okay. And now it's, right now I'm feeling, hey, pastor or worship leader or both. That's where I'm starting to go. And so again, I've gotten more confirmation throughout the years of pastor, for sure, of like, that's what I want to do. But then, again, it's all over my 18, almost 19 years of life.
Takes a minute.
It takes a minute, and that's okay. And that's how you grow, is because you keep pressing. So I fully agree with both of you. That is great. And I love those points because those are like all the questions everybody asked, and I asked very frequently.
Yep.
So that's very good. Let's step into our first little bit of scripture that I have. I have Isaiah 53:5. This is obviously talking about Jesus. And it says, but he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the how do you say that?
Chastisement.
Thank you. That brought us peace, and with his wounds we are healed. This is Jesus dying on the cross. Before Jesus died on the cross.
So many years before.
And that this is just exemplifying, hey, Jesus heals every bit of you because of his sacrifice. It's all of you. Like, it's not just, oh, one thing. It's, no, I love you. Let me help you. Not, you messed up right there, just so you know.
Yeah.
Or it's, whoa, you sinned. I can't be with you now. God goes into sin to get you. Like, Jesus runs into it.
Yeah, and Jesus, the perfect man, sat at a table full of sinners.
He says,
several times.
Let me come to you and help you to show you how much I love you.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times Jesus has come to me when I didn't go to him. But when you pursue him, it gets that much better because then you're running towards each other.
Yeah.
And then you guys meet, and it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So, again, I love that. And I've seen it throughout my life for different people who's been awesome for me. And I've truly seen what following God looks like and what it brings.
Yeah.
It might not bring the worldly riches, but it brings something so much better, and that is heavenly riches, and that's good, actual good things without repercussions. Like, it's good to be joyful. There's no harm in that. There's no negative to being joyful. There's no, to being kind to somebody, there's nothing you get back for doing that.
Yeah, nope.
That's in a negative way.
Karma's not a real thing.
Thank you. Karma doesn't exist. God's judgment exists, don't get me wrong. But being good, like God called us to be, is good. Not seeking after the money and money only. That can't fulfill you. Again, church today was talking about purpose a lot. You might think, oh, my purpose is to be the wealthiest I can. Okay, where does that take you? End of the line, where does that take you? You're going to get there and go, I still feel empty.
Yeah.
God has your true purpose. He does. He really does. God is the only one that can give you purpose. Because everything else this world can give you just doesn't do it. It just doesn't do it.
Yeah. A lot of people find purpose in their wealth, in their relationships, and this, that, and the other thing. We need to be finding our purpose in our relationship with the Lord, where we are with Him.
Yeah. You got any more awesome points on that route or in a different route?
Something just to confirm that like Jesus is, he still heals, he still cares about us, is in Hebrews 13:8, and it says Jesus Christ never changes. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. That is very true.
Yeah.
I think we have all experienced that in our lives to some degree. Because I can't go through this life and go, yep, I did that. It was all me. I'm the reason I'm standing here. Not even one bit. Because I know of my own strength, I would have ended the life that God gave me. And so it's interesting because now I'm at this spot to where all I can see is His mercy.
Yeah.
Because now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't deserve anything I have. I don't deserve my family. I don't deserve the house I live in. I don't deserve the city I live in. I don't deserve my friends. I deserve nothing. But then God showed up and goes, no, you don't. But I still want you.
Yeah.
And so that's just crazy to me.
One thing to go off this verse,
So
Isaiah 53:5, sorry, is it's a little off topic, but like we said earlier, this was written hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years before Christ and
before he actually showed up.
And some translations say, with his wounds or by his wounds we are healed. If you look at either the Amplified or the King James Version, it says, by his stripes we were healed, and just how he was beaten at the cross and all of his stripes were healed because of that.
Yeah.
Just another testament to the prophecy of the cross.
That's good. So I want to hit Philippians 4, verse 6 and 7. It says, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God, or be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. This might be the most true verse I've experienced in my life. Like I've said, my main problem was me. Was my mental state, was my thoughts. This verse showed up huge because it made sense and it happened. It wasn't something I read about and thought it was cool. It happened for me. It genuinely showed up. Instead of letting all this fear get to you, sit down and pray, and then all of a sudden, God shows up and goes, here's peace. Again, maybe not the first time you do it, but he does show up, and he does give you what you ask for. Obviously, if it aligns with his character and what's actually good. But again, this is just another, we hit your whole self. Like, your whole self is healed. Now it's your mind, right? And we know the body can be healable. Like, I have seen it. I saw at a retreat somebody that broke or sprained her foot. I couldn't walk on it, and she was on crutches. All of a sudden was bouncing around on it without crutches for a little bit. And I was like, what just happened. And so we went to body can be healed, and now we're at your mind, your thoughts. Your other self, so to speak, is healed. And so I just kind of want to speak on that and hear you guys' thoughts on that, because personally, I feel like I have to box myself every single day. The good me versus the flesh me always has to fight. So where do you guys stand on that? Has that been true? If it has been, like, what moments has been true for you? So would any of you can go? Both of you can go first. Or not?
Any of you, as if there's more than just two of us.
True.
I don't know. One verse that I found when pressing into this was Romans 12:2, and it says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect."
Yeah.
That's the relationship with Him, loving Him, pressing into Him, renews our mind and helps us with that discernment of what is worldly, what is not.
Yeah.
We're called to live, we're called to be set apart and live different from culture in this world.
Yeah. Got anything to add, or that's
Yeah, I got a little bit to add,
Sick.
kind of.
Let's hear it.
Kind of sort of maybe.
So the more time we spend with him, the more he's saving us. Does that kind of make sense? The more we walk with him, he's saving us. And shoot, now it's gone.
Oh.
Here, you made me think of this. It's the old saying, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future." The more time you spend with someone, the more you turn into them.
Yeah.
And you have that discernment of the Lord. I don't know if that's where you were going, but what you started saying made me think of that. When you spend more time with Him, just like when you spend more time with friends, you kind of all mesh.
Yeah.
But
Jeez, my phone's blowing up.
work calling you?
Well,
No.
that's good. But that's really good. I really do. That's really true. The more you press in, the more you know, and the more you become. We are meant to be like God, like Christ. We can't be God, obviously. We can't be Christ, but we can be like Him.
Yeah.
So that's really good. Getting to know Him makes you become like Him.
Yeah.
I really love that.
And you can't force your wants onto God.
That's fact.
This is one of the things I wrote down at a fragrance service. It says, "You'll be miserable when you are working outside God's calling for you."
That's very true, actually.
So, like, say someone wants to be a pastor, but that's not what God needs for them to do. So they're going to be miserable pushing themselves to become a pastor when that's working outside of God's plan for them.
100%. That's why I've been cautious, because a lot of people say that, like, I'm supposed to be a pastor, and not all of them are supposed to be, legitimately. So I've felt this for a very long time, and I've been so cautious with it, because I know it might not be legit. It might not be pastor. And so I've been digging in for years, talking to God about it. Hey, what do you want me to do? And I've gotten so many people praying over me and talking to me and saying, hey, I see that. I'm not going to try to be God and say, yes, God told you to do that. I'm not going to speak for him. But I could see that going on. And I've gotten so many prophetic words that have kind of fed into that. And so I'm still being very cautious, because I am not, again, for me, I'm not 100% on this at all. I'm more like 80 now. And I was at like 40%. But I'm now like 80%. Okay, this is seeming more like it. And so I still always talk to God about it. I'm like, hey, I know I keep asking for this, but is there one more thing that you can do to help me be certain you want me to do this? Because I don't want to step out of what he has. If that means stay right here, I will stay right here. If that means go be a pastor, I will go be a pastor. If that means go be a worship leader, I'll go be a worship leader. If that means just lead like Jesus did, you don't need to have a job in a church or anything, I will do that. But again, knowing what God has for you is obviously takes time and takes the pursuing. So yes, I agree, be cautious. Dig into him and make sure you know, because I'm still not fully sure. But that is a very good point. I like that a lot. So we're going to hit Psalm 23, which I'm going to read verse 3. But
All of
please go
Psalms.
read all of Psalms 23.
It's a good.
It is one of the best Psalms I've written, or read in. Whoa, I just
Read.
mixed both of those. Read in my life. Whew, man. So please go read Psalm 23. It gave me a lot of peace when I was in anxious times, and I really, really love this little bit chapter in Psalms. So I'm going to read verse 3. It says, He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. So now we get the healing of your soul. We hit all of who you are now, just to prove it. Like, he literally is healing all of you, every single bit.
Mm-hmm.
He hits your physical body, he hits your mental self, and he hits your soul itself. And so your soul is obviously damaged because of sin. It's not good enough to get to heaven with a soul that's not purified by the sacrifice of Jesus, right? And you make that decision. And so it's very, 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 very awesome to realize there's a God who actually did, when he didn't have to, show up and goes, no, I still care about you and I want you to be with me still, even though you messed up. Please come be with me. He invites you into this, and he will restore your soul. He will make you new, and he will put you on the path of righteousness. So that, and again, I've seen it between both of you guys, and even myself when people bring it up. But I see it in both of you guys. We've grown together tremendously, especially this last year or two, especially when this podcast has been going. You guys are just so awesome. I'm so grateful for you guys. You guys have grown me in ways I didn't think that you would. Like, you guys have surprised me, and you guys have also not surprised me and made me very, very joyful and happy that you guys are with me. Because there's been moments where you guys have stood with me, and there's been moments to where you had to maybe put some hey, no, that was wrong. Don't do that ever again. Like, put some conviction in me too. So I'm just thankful that I have friends again. I can't stop saying it. You guys have been awesome, and God has been working in both of you, and I love to see it. It's so cool. I really think watching God work in other people brings me more joy than seeing it in my own life. I don't know why, but it's better. I just feel it's better. So it is very true. He legit will restore all of you, and it is very noticeable. Like, I've seen people before, like, oh, they're not a Christian, right? And then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, they come up to me and they're completely different, and I go, oh, I know what that looks like. I know who did that. And that was Jesus. I see it. And so, again, please do not be shy to ask us your questions, please. That's why we're doing this, actually. It's like the sole purpose of why we do this. We're here for you, to help you, and also to get insight. We want to hear from you on what you know, too.
We want to learn from you guys as well.
Like, we're not here just to, again, teach. We can't say this enough. We're not here to teach. We're here to commune, and we're here to talk together. Like, what's up?
It's a Bible study.
What do you believe? Yeah, it's a Bible study. It's a small group with how many other people are watching this. So, again, Jesus is the main healer, the actual healer, the one who actually does restore you. And so, we're going to wrap this up a little earlier just because I feel like there's nothing more we need to say. I'm not going to convince you. Like, we're not going to convince you into this. We will give to you what the facts and what our testimonies have been. but I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you to be a Christian. That's not how that works. That's not my job.
Nope.
I'm here to show you what it looks like, and then for you to get curious and go, what is that? And I go, great question, let me show you. So I'm not going to be here to convince you. None of us are. But I really do want you to test him. I really do. Please go up to him and go, heal me. Heal this, please. And you might have to say, God, I know I've never talked to you before, but I need some help. And that prayer alone is good. Again, there's no specific way to pray. There's not. There's no guidelines. There's no recited word. It is you talking to a God who's near and who does listen. I can promise you that. Again, I want you to try it. We care about you guys. We really do. This is why we do this. We are here to spread the gospel and to spread Jesus and to be like Jesus as much as we can. So have a great rest of your day, please. And again, give us your insights and your questions, and we will gladly answer and be there for y'all.
Yeah.
That'll wrap it up for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
See you guys.
Peace out.